Hi, my name's Ben. I work for the Game House, and today we're looking at what exactly the franchise tag means for Lamar Jackson. Now, the deadline to put a franchise tag on a player was on Tuesday, March 7th, so the Ravens had to place one on Jackson or come to terms on a long-term deal with him on Tuesday. Now, there are two kinds of franchise tags that the Ravens could place on him. There's the exclusive franchise tag and the non-exclusive franchise tag. The exclusive franchise tag means that he would be paid about $45 million for next year. No team would have a chance to match it, and Lamar Jackson could either choose to sign it and play or not sign it and hold out. The Ravens went with the non-exclusive franchise tag. What does that mean? It means that the Ravens are offering him a $32 million contract for next year, but other teams have a chance to talk to Jackson to try and come to terms with a long-term deal. Let's say they do. Let's say they do come to terms on a long-term deal with Jackson. Now, the Ravens have a chance to match that long-term deal. If they do match that long-term deal, then the Ravens will retain control, and he will be playing for them under that new long deal. If they don't match the long-term deal, that means he will sign with the team that negotiated it, and that team will give the Ravens their next two first-round picks. So, for example, under this non-exclusive franchise tag, Jackson cannot talk to the Miami Dolphins, because the Miami Dolphins do not have a first-round pick this year for tampering with Tom Brady. The Dolphins would have to have two consecutive picks both this year and next year to give back to the Ravens. I'm sure that's disappointing to Jackson, who grew up in South Florida. So it seems to me that the Ravens are sort of taking a gamble and telling Lamar Jackson, nobody wants you more than we do, despite the fact that we can't come to terms on the long-term deal. I think what they are far apart on, it's been well reported, is the guaranteed money. Now, that's because of the Deshaun Watson deal that is fully guaranteed. Lots of owners didn't want the Browns to fully guarantee that deal to Deshaun Watson because it sort of resets the market for every above-the-line quarterback. So the Ravens are telling Jackson, nobody wants you more than we do, but don't take our word for it. Go out and go talk to other teams, and you can see that. So if he does reach a long-term deal with another team, the Ravens will have to match all of that money exactly, including the guaranteed money. For argument's sake, let's say he wants 4 years, $250 million, fully guaranteed. It seems like the Ravens don't want to do a deal like that. They can just let him go if another team offers that kind of deal to him. But if they see he's about to leave, they could bring him back, eat their words, and retain control. They're betting on no other team wanting to give Jackson that kind of fully guaranteed money on his next contract. And it could be seen as a smart play because if someone does want to give him that kind of money that they don't want to give him, they still get 2 years worth of first-round picks both in a row to send him away. It's complicated. There are a lot of moving parts, and it seems like there's not really going to be a lot of love lost between the two sides if they do decide to part ways. But it is business, and if another team comes up with a deal for Jackson that the Ravens are willing to pay, it seems as if now that they've built their entire offense around Jackson, they could let bygones be bygones and sort of both come back into the fold and both try and get along again. But if it's $1 more guaranteed, then they're not really risking anything. Like I said, the Ravens are telling Jackson to go out and make another team prove that they want him more than the Ravens do. And their guess is that nobody does. But who do you think Jackson will sign with? I'd love to hear your comments down below, and let me know if this was informative. Thanks for watching.